Hello learners, myself Dr. Shweta Saraswat, presently working as Assistant Professor in Department of Environmental Sciences, J.B. Pant University of Agriculture and Technology, Pantnagar, Uttarakhand. So, an ecosystem is the basic functional unit of ecology. Ecology is the study of interactions among organisms or group of organisms with their environment. The term ecology was given by German biologist Ernst Haeckel in 1869. It is derived from two Greek words oikos and logos, oikos meaning house or habitat and logos meaning to study. Now, ecosystem is a confined system in which group of organisms interact among themselves and with their environment. The term ecosystem was first proposed by A.G. Tinsley in 1935. He defined it as a system resulting from the interaction of all the living and non-living factors of the environment. The nature of the ecosystem is based on its geographical features such as hills, mountains, plains, rivers, lakes, coastal areas, or islands. Thus, an ecosystem is a community of different species interacting with one another and with their non-living environment by exchanging energy and matter. Now, the types of ecosystems. Ecosystems varies greatly in size from a small pond to a large forest or a sea. For the sake of convenience, we divide it into two basic categories, namely natural ecosystems and artificial ecosystems. Natural ecosystems operate under natural conditions without any major interference by the man. Natural ecosystems are further subdivided into terrestrial ecosystems and aquatic ecosystems. Terrestrial ecosystems are land-based ecosystems like forests, grasslands, deserts, etc. However, aquatic ecosystems are water-based ecosystems, for example, river, pond, lakes, oceans, etc. The artificial ecosystems are maintained artificially by man where the addition of energy and plant manipulation, the natural balance is disturbed regularly. Examples of artificial ecosystems are cropland ecosystems. The structure of ecosystem comprises of abiotic and biotic components. Abiotic components are usually the non-living components of our ecosystem, which include light, rainfall, temperature, air, soil, nutrients, etc. The biotic components are the living organisms that directly affect the ecosystem. The major biotic components of ecosystem are producers, consumers, and decomposers. Producers are the green plants and known as autotrophs, which make their own food from the compounds that are obtained from the environment. The consumers are the heterotrophs, which get their energy and nutrients by feeding on other organisms. The decomposers are the bacteria and fungi which recycle organic matter in the ecosystem by enzymatic decomposition. Consumers are further subcategorized into three types: primary consumer, secondary consumer, and tertiary consumer. Primary consumers are those that eat producers. However, secondary consumers eat other animals. Likewise, tertiary consumers are large carnivores which feed on secondary consumers. To understand clearly the nature of ecosystem, its functioning should be thoroughly understood. Energy flow is a sequential process through which energy passes from one trophic level to another. The energy captured from the sun flows from producers to consumers and then to decomposers and finally back to environment. However, nutrient cycling is a recycling of nutrients in an ecosystem via mineralization process where nutrients are consumed and recycled back in various forms for utilization by various organisms. Biogeochemical cycling refers to the natural pathways by which essential elements of living matter such as water, carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus and sulfur circulated in various forms from the non-living component of the biosphere to the living components and back. Productivity maintenance is also an ecosystem function which refers to the rate of biomass production. For instance, green leaves prepare food, herbivores feed on the leaves, and in turn serve as food for the carnivores. Decomposition of dead decaying litter is also an important function of ecosystem for breakdown of dead organic material and releasing the nutrients back into the soil. So in the present lecture, we have discussed several aspects of ecosystem, interaction between different biotic components and their relevance in maintaining ecosystem sustainable. Here I summarize the things. An ecosystem is a community of living organisms in conjunction with the non-living components of the environment. Ecosystem is made up of two components, biotic or living organism and biotic or non-living environment. Major functions of the ecosystem include energy flow, nutrient cycling, productivity maintenance, decomposition of dead decaying litter, etc. These are the differences. Thank you all.